Section 10. The Children Who Stayed. Margaret reached toward the photographs, her fingers trembling as they hovered over the final one. The image was old, but there was no mistaking the two figures. Elise, perhaps in her 20s, and the little girl in the yellow gown, grinning as though the camera caught her mid-laughter. But the longer Margaret stared, the more the girl's face began to shift. Her eyes were wrong. Too wide. Her smile curved just slightly too far at the corners. Like the grin wasn't hers at all, but something worn. "Andrew," she whispered. "These children, these are all the ones who came here. Or were taken." He was staring at the names on the walls again. "They weren't just visitors. They were claimed." Margaret turned to him, eyes wide. What if Elise wasn't the first? What if she was just the one who remembered? Who lived long enough to write it down? They both fell silent as a new sound rose from deep within the stone corridor, the soft patter of footsteps. Bare feet, slapping gently against the floor. Andrew raised the lantern, and the light swayed across the hall. A shape stood ahead. Small. Still. The girl again. Nora. She watched them with her dark, reflective eyes, that slight smile still resting on her pale lips. But now her hands were stretched at her sides. And behind her, others began to appear. More children. Dozens. Silent. Pale. Dressed in old-fashioned clothes, nightgowns, or nothing but rags. Some held toys. One cradled a broken teddy bear. Another clutched a cracked teacup. All stared with the same expression, calm but hollow. Margaret felt the air grow thick, like she was breathing through syrup. Nora took a step forward. "You came back for us," she said softly. "Just like she promised." Margaret's mouth went dry. "Who promised?" Nora tilted her head. "You did." Margaret shook her head, stepping back. I never. You always forget. But the house remembers," Nora said. "You told us you'd help. You said we could leave, but you left us instead." Andrew raised the lantern higher, the flame flickering wildly as the temperature dropped. Nora's expression darkened. "You lied." The light sputtered. The children all took one step forward together. Then the lantern went out.